game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hatchet. Watch safety creep,
Here's Geis. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins got a man. It's Gibson complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play action. Haskins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Check 50. Slam. Check safety. Switch. Check. No.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Cowboys 0.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
At the 11-yard line.
Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10 now from the 27th. A give to Elliott. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Prescott with the give to
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They go play action with Haskins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And off comes to Peterson. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Geis, they'll try to run it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. In your face.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
They run with Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get point. It's caught inside the 25. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. This no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Switch. Whip.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Haskins now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Geis on a handoff left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, watch the screen.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Able to find his running back, Geis. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes this Washington 21, Cowboys 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Haskins will throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with Geis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Taylor Gabriel, as the first half is winding down, and Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
C.D. Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half. Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
4-yard pickup on the play.
And out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Short of the goal line.
That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins keeping it himself from a yard out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
C.D. Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On first and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Cowboys.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That's trash.
Prescott from the gun. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
Prescott off play action. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First down, Dallas.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. To throw is Prescott. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch gears. Check three.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Washington on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Haskins. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Taken right around the 44. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well, but popped it free from his grasp.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
I don't want to see what's said, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, over Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, practice Distinctive destination.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On first down, it's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford, shooting in to make the play. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good...
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
We got 4. We got 4.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Today's final.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at